I'll teach you everything you need to know about camera basics in 5 minutes. I'm not sure if you've been noticing these last episodes, but I haven't really been teaching you anything new per se. Like, this is just an event, these are just if statements. This is just a method. This is just stuff from before, but put into a new light, I guess. All this seemingly complicated stuff is just a combination of the fundamentals like data types, functions, events, and so on. So let's look into the camera basics to keep up our practice with the fundamentals. Do you think you're going to use a local script or a regular script for the camera? If you guess local script, you're right. Every single individual player has a camera and they control it, so it's going to be a client-side thing. We can access the player's camera through a local script by writing workspace dot current camera, and that will take a hold of the player's camera. One of the cool properties that cameras have is the field of view, and we can change that with the script as we would any other property that takes in a number. But let me put it in a for loop. Goes from 10 to 100, and let me show you what that does when you go from 10 field of view to 100 field of view with the weight, of course. Whoa. Pretty cool, huh? Something else you can do is just change the camera type. I'll show you here. You can click the camera in the workspace and see all the properties. You can change the camera type. By default, the camera just follows the player around where they go. You know how regular Roblox default camera works. But we can change this using an enum. For example, if you want to control every aspect of it and you don't want the camera to do anything, set the camera's camera type to it's an enum camera type to scriptable. And let's give it a little bit of time for everything to load. See me walking around just fine with the camera until the 4 seconds is up and the camera just stops doing any sort of work. Ooh, 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 ooh. Changing it to scriptable gives us a lot of freedom, and we can move the camera around by using CFrame. For example, if I want the camera to become scriptable and then I want to wait another 4 seconds, and I want the camera to rotate to look at a part. I wonder if you guys remember how to use C-frame to make a part look at another part. That's just how we're going to do it for the camera, except instead of a part, we're using the camera. Camera.cframe equals cframe.new. You give it the position of the camera, and you can access the position through the C-frame if you write cam.cframe.position, and then the position of the part, workspace.part. So what this is going to do, it's going to, player's going to join, and that's when the local script starts. Server scripts start when the server starts. Local scripts start when the player joins. And it's going to wait 4 seconds. Then it's going to turn the camera to scriptable. Then it's going to wait 4 more seconds. And it's going to make the camera C-frame keep its same position, but look at the part's position. And let's just see that in action. So the part is over there. Let me just look in a different direction. And now it's going to wait 4 seconds. And bam, it looked at the part, but I can't stay away from the camera. The camera loves me. And yeah, you can manipulate the C-frame just as you would any other part. And look at all these camera properties. I know you want to mess with them. Go mess with them.